Fog Football back with your SPFL recap show. Guess what though? There isn't Scottish Premiership. Scotland are in action against Spain tomorrow night, but we thought we'd give you a recap here about the lower stuff, and we're going to kick off with League 2. We did have East Fife defeating Elgin City 2-0. On Saturday, we had Albion Rovers getting beat by Bonnyrigg Rose, which is pretty shocking considering they absolutely led the smackdown to Dumbarton last week. And Athletic drew 0-0 with Stranraer. Stenhouse Moor drew 1 each with Forth for Athletic, and then Stirling Albion drew 2 each with Dumbarton. It leaves the League 2 table looking like this. Dumbarton had a chance to close there on Stirling, but Stirling moving on up. Stirling Albion looks like they could be the team to get promotion to League 1. East Fife, I think, yeah, I mean, I was about to make half a case that maybe East Fife could maybe join these guys after like their recent upturn in form, but like they've played 2 extra games. Realistically, there's no chance. But crucially for Bonnyrigg Rose, that victory has moved them above Albion Rovers, and Albion Rovers look like they could be going down. But yeah, it looks like a 3-horse race for relegation. Stranraer could maybe get dragged into it, but it's a very, very close league. There wasn't any League 2 games on that day. Moving back to Friday, we've got Clyde 1, Airdrieonians 5. Airdrie, I mean, we Airdrie. Christie's the Bakers, best of gear. Make sure you try that out if you're ever in Airdrie. Why would anyone ever be in Airdrie? I don't know, right? But you could be. Falkirk 0, Kelty Hearts 0. FC Edinburgh 1, Queen of the South 3. We moved to Saturday and we had Peterhead 0, Alloa Athletic 2, Montrose 1, Dunfermline 3. It leaves the League 1 table looking as follows. Dunfermline, if there was ever going to be a title fight, it's been killed in the final 3. Well, the last 3 matches. Alloa Athletic move above Airdrie, but Airdrie in the last 3 games absolutely scoring goals for fun. See that goal, man, where he nutmegs him while doing the spin, the McGeady spin. Unreal. That was an absolutely outstanding goal. I can't even who was it? He's a Football Manager legend for me, but for some reason his name has gone afar. Edinburgh sitting 5th, Queen of the South sitting 6th. We've got Montrose sitting in 7th. We've got Kelly Hearts sitting in 8th. But look, man, it's all about the 2 teams at the bottom. If Peterhead can somehow muster a victory with their game in hand, maybe they can take the fight to Clyde, but with their goal difference, they are essentially 4 points behind. I just don't see how they're going to ever get that back. Peterhead look like they're heading back towards Scottish League 2. And we're going to move into the Championship. Not our final bit of commentating the day, because, of course, we do have a Challenge Cup to discuss. But there's only 3 games in the Championship. Ayr United defeating Cove Rangers 3-0. Inverness Caledonian Thistle defeating Partick Thistle 1-0. And Queen's Park getting defeated by Arbroath. And I'm not happy about that, because I want Queen's Park to get promoted. I mean, things are still looking good. I mean, but I guess if Dundee win their game in hand, they're only a point off Queen's Park. But, you know, quite close to the end of the season, of course. Only has, like 6 games to go. So, yeah, I think Queen's Park will probably go over the line. I mean, who honestly wants to see Dundee, right? Like, I get it. If Dundee go up and Dundee United stay up, you get the Dundee derby, so that adds to the league. I get that, right? But it's not. It's nowhere near the level of an Old Firm. Well, obviously, I don't need to fucking state that, right? Or like an Edinburgh derby. And besides, I just think Dundee are a yo-yo team. I'd like to see a team like who haven't been fucking in it in donkeys, which is Queen's Park. When was the last time Queen's Park were in the top flight of Scotland? Leave that down below. I can guarantee you won't know without Googling, which you probably will know because Google's normally right unless it's political. But anyway, I digress. Oh, getting a wee bit PC there. Not PC, political. Good night. But anyway, Ayr sitting 3rd. Partick Thistle sitting 4th. Greenock Morton, they looked like they were going to do good, and then the last 4 games kind of killed them in their tracks. Inverness move up to 6th place. We've Raith Rovers sitting in 7th. We have Arbroath, who just seemed to draw every game, but picking up that win was absolutely crucial for them, so that's moved them out of that. Cove Rangers, though, are just on a downward spiral, losing 5 games on the trot. Hamilton got a few games in hand, but things aren't looking good for Cove Rangers. Personally, I think they'll go down. And for the final bit of fixture news today, we have got boom. Wait, hold on here. It was the Challenge Cup. I don't want the Scottish Championship. I want an Empire Biscuit. I want a snowball. I want a snowball. Right, where is it? Sunday. It was Rafe Rovers getting beat by Hamilton half a game ago in the Scottish Challenge Cup. Weird game. Didn't actually watch. Well, I've seen bits of it actually, but yeah, it was Humility that got the goal, and there was a lot of injuries for Falkirk. But they did well, and John Rankin said after the match that he wouldn't be surprised if he has a kid on Christmas Day. It's about 9 months to Christmas Day. If you know, you do. If you don't, then you don't. But until next time, that's it for the SPFL recap show. We like talking about this, the wee leagues and all that good stuff. But until then, peace.